Hello there, and thanks for joining me once again. And this tutorial this time around, I'm going to tell you a soft hackle wet fly pattern, and it's I call it the purple hackle, or excuse me, the purple haze soft hackle. I use the same dubbing for it that I use when I tie my purple haze parachutes. A dubbing blend that I mixed up myself there, sort of a medium shade purple. And for the hackle on this soft hackle, it's a hen pheasant body feather. And I thought that it's a very sharp looking soft hackle. It looks good. It's very fishy looking, I would say. Definitely guarantee it will probably catch fish for sure. It's a new pattern. I just wanted to share it with you, and maybe you can tie it up if you have the materials and give it a try as well. So we'll get this hook on the vise here, a fresh one in, and I'll get started here. It's not a lot to it, just two materials, the dubbing and the hackle. So I have a mustad 3906B size 12 here. I'll lock in the vise. Okay, and for thread here we're going to use some 8/0 uni thread here. So get that started. Be about a hook eye length behind the eye this time, and we'll gradually form our thread base going back here. Not so much worried about perfectly touching wraps for this guy. And we'll come in and trim off that excess thread there. Alright, then we'll come back to above the barb. Alrighty, so we're dubbing here. I'll get some wax, dubbing wax, put on the thread. And get that nice good little amount on the thread there to help us stick this dubbing on here. And this dubbing blend that I blended has a little bit of flash in it as well. A little bit of UV flash mixed in the dubbing, which never hurts, that's for sure. And we'll get this dubbed on here. And when we dub it, we try to get I'll try to get a little bit of taper is what you want towards the eye, just a bit, just a little bit of a tapered body. So we'll come around, get our first wrap started here. Alrighty, so now we'll just gradually work up. Okay, just keep the noodle tight as you go there. Okay, just like so. And it looks like I'm going to need a tad bit more for this guy, so put a little bit of wax on the thread and a little more dubbing here. Helps to wet your fingers sometimes. That just dubs on a little bit easier. Okay, and that should do it up for us right here. Should be plenty. Alrighty, that's fine. Okay, so you can see the little hints of flash in there. I'm not sure if that's coming through on the camera, but okay. So now we'll take our hen pheasant body feather here for our hackle. And when I tie these, I kind of like the hackles, the fibers to come back to about the bend of the hook. There's where I usually like them to come back. And I'm just going to cut a little triangle this time, tie-in point for this guy. And we'll tie him in right behind the eye here. Several snug wraps. And I'm just going to hold that feather up, come in behind with a wrap, then go forward and rest your thread right behind the eye like so. Now, I'll grab my little plunger style pliers here and we'll grab onto this feather. And we'll see how this turns out here. We'll give it a go. We'll begin to wrap here. Sometimes these stems can be quite brittle, but just go easy with them. That's one wrap. Usually I wrap on the whole feather when I do these, because you only get about 2 or 3 turns anyway. So now we'll tie that stem off. A couple nice snug wraps, release that pliers, and a couple more, and we'll just check that, make sure our feathers are sort of evenly distributed around the hook. Looks pretty decent there, so okay. Now I'm just gonna Make another wrap forward here over that stem. Then I'm just going to take my fingers and pull everything backwards, sweep it back, and just wrap up over the stem. And this will be the start of the head of the fly here. Alrighty, I'm just going to come in and give that little stem a pull. And all we got pretty much left now, folks, is the whip finish. I do want to come back a few more wraps onto that. Just want it swept back a little bit farther. There we go, that's good. Right there is where I want it. Alrighty, so I'll just bring in my whip finisher here. And we'll get a good 4 or 5 turns on this guy here. And he shall be a done deal. So, okay. Alrighty, that's fine. Okay, snug your thread down. I'm going to snip that excess off. And there should be another size 12 purple haze soft hackle. Alrighty, I'm just going to give that a little brush because I want to try to pick out a little bit of that dubbing on the body, so I'm just going to brush that back. And at the same time, usually you'll end up picking out a few fibers on the dubbing underneath. And that looks fine right there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so all we got left now is a whip finish. Yeah, we already done the whip finish. Just a little bit of head cement on that guy, and he's a done deal. So I'll bring in some head cement here, and we just want to get a little dab on there. Let that soak in here. If it decides to come out for me. There we go. Alrighty. So there we have it, folks. Done. Finished purple haze soft hackle. And like I was saying, if you have these material just to tie this guy, tie some up and definitely give him a try when you're out on the water next time. So, like always, thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to subscribe, hit the good old subscribe button there, and until next time, happy tying out there. I shall see you all again soon, and so long for now, folks.